What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey, everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, we're going back to Rolling Quartz. Yes, indeed, Rolling Quartz fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Charles B, and this is actually one of Charles's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Charles. Hope you enjoy the show. Charles wanted to see me react to this. It is Rolling Quartz with a tune entitled Re.Bold. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. As always, Charles has given me an intro to read to all of you, so here we go. The last Rolling Quartz reactions you did some months back were for Stand Up and Victory. Yep, I remember those. The 2 singles from their sophomore EP, Victory, released in June 2024. Today, you'll be reacting to their latest release, Re.Bold, a track that's completely separate from that EP. Released on December 8th, 2024, Re.Bold is a non-album single. Those are always interesting. Created in collaboration with the South Korean health supplement brand Re.Bold. Oh, this is a commercial song. I get it. Okay, all right. Which is where the name of the track comes from. While the music video makes the partnership pretty clear, kicking off with a Rolling Quartz X Re.Bold title card and a couple of quick shots of some of the ladies using the products, it wisely keeps it subtle enough so the spotlight stays on the song and video itself, and not so not focusing on the product for the entire video. That's important. Following the single's release, Rolling Quartz dedicated roughly the first half of 2025 touring extensively across Europe, Canada, and the United States. That's right, they did come out here and play, and I tried to get tickets, and they were actually sold out, believe it or not. I could not get any. Then that was, I'm going to be honest with you folks, I was a little surprised by that here in the U.S. I was a little shocked, unless the venue was super tiny. You know, it might the venue might have been one of those 200 to 500 venues, and at which point I'm not terribly surprised that they sold out. But I'm gonna keep my eye open for them, and next time they come rolling through, no pun intended. The next time they come running through the U.S., I'm gonna try and get tickets to see them live because I've been digging on these ladies lately. I've been digging on what they do and what they're about, so I would love to see them play live. Let's see, this was posted by Rolling Quartz Official, all right? And the video has 1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. MV music video, I got that. Re.Bold, that probably says Re.Bold, by Rolling Quartz, and that probably says by Rolling Quartz. I don't know. I think that's what it says. Don't quote me on that. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
끌어내 끝없는 가시를 불러서 찾고 있어 잃어버린 뭔가 You know that who I am 몰아쳐 끄는 눈 없이 넘어서면 내려서 bar down the stage Come on, shut it out 내가 미친 듯이 I've got it all, I'm never going back 자 끝까지 터지게 이 감각에 맡겨봐 느낀 순간 시간은 확신이 돼 Come on, I'm on fire, on fire 묘하게 시작해 rising 멈춰오자 했을 때 그럴수록 더 됐다며 감춰가 진 머릿속 항상 그려나가 현실이 됐지 You know that who you are 거칠게 감도했지 타오른 날에서 내겐 뻔하지 않아 Come on, shut it down 마에 홀린 듯이 I got it all, I'm never going back 자 끝까지 터지게 이 감각에 맡겨봐 느낀 순간 지감은 확신이 돼 Come on, I'm on fire, on fire 묘하게 시작해 rising
I'm digging the song, but I'm really confused. Okay. The song feels good, man. It does. The groove is nice. I love the switch, especially in the chorus, between the straight time feel and the halftime feel, coming back to straight time feel again. It is a little jarring, if I'm being honest, but I think they're doing that on purpose for effect to get your attention again. And the reason I'm saying that, it's not smooth. I think it's being done intentionally in a jarring way, transitioning especially out of the double time back into straight time. That particular transition is very attention getting. It rattles your teeth a little bit. And I do believe that is done on purpose to make sure that the listener is paying attention and not getting too comfortable in that halftime groove, because it's only there. I think they do that halftime groove for 4 measures total before they go back into the straight time again. A little short, but I think that's, like I said, I believe there's purpose behind that. I believe that is intentional. Instrumentation sounds great across the board. Guitar tones, I like it. It's for this style of song, you don't want your guitars to be super thick and super crunchy. You definitely want that distortion for sure. You want that tube growl. You want that little bit of crunch in there. Yes, but you don't want it to be like, death metal thick.
I'm dummy thick.
You don't want it to be, death metal crunchy. You don't want it to be that. You don't want soil work guitar tones on this. You really don't. You want something a little more tube, something a little bit warmer, something just a little bit thinner than that. You know what I mean? So I like it. I like where they're going with it. As far as everybody's musicianship, everybody sounds good across the board. Guitars sound good, bass sounds good, drums sound good. Drummers actually had some really nice fills, transitional fills, going from phrase to phrase to set it up and let you know we're moving on. You know what I mean? I think she's been doing fine. Vocals, you got no issues with them whatsoever. A little Pro Tooled. You could definitely hear the auto tuning. It's not the smoothest auto tuning I've ever heard, especially when they do the harmonies. It's definitely layered, but it sounds good though. It is pleasing to the ear. I pick up on these things, unfortunately. But no, it sounds just fine. The harmonies that are being done sound really nice. No, across the board, I got no complaints about the song in general. I am a little confused. Talking about a product, I'm not sure what the product is. I've seen them with cake. I've seen them with these tubes that look like, squeezy treats for cats. Those squeezy treats that cats get. I've seen them with those. I'm not sure what the product is. It's quote unquote being advertised. When Charles said that they didn't, put the spotlight on the product, boy, he wasn't kidding. I'm not sure what the product even is. Is there an alternative version of this video where they really focus on the product? Otherwise, for the purpose of this song being used, in collaboration with a company for the purpose of cross marketing and utilizing the song to market a product, very ineffective because I don't know what the product is. So what's the point? If you write a song for the purpose of marketing a product, what's the product? Re.Bold. Great. Where is it? Is it the cake? Is that the product? The cake? I don't know. I'm not sure. So hopefully there's an alternative version, because if this is the version they're using to advertise the product, someone's gonna lose their job. Dear Lord. I'm digging the song though, and like I've always said, I could care less about music videos. I could care less. Music videos have never been a factor when it comes to my scoring and my evaluation. But I'm basing this off of what Charles said, and I'm just looking for a product, and I don't see a product. I've seen multiple products, but nothing that screams, "Hey, this is it. This is the product that we're advertising." I've yet to see that. Anyway, if nothing else, it's got me curious to go and search for Re.Bold and do some research to see what Re.Bold really is. What is this product that Rolling Quartz is, pushing, and what they're working in collaboration with? I don't know. I have no clue. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. No. I'm sorry. I hate to pause in the middle of a guitar solo, but man, that was clean. And what's happening with the drums in syncopation with what's happening with the guitar and the bass. Nah, we got to hear that again. Yeah. That was nice.
Re.Bold.
Re.Bold. You know what it is, right? Re.Bold. Yes, Re.Bold. You know what it is. Go buy it. Okay, but what is it? You know what it is. It's Re.Bold. Great. What is Re.Bold? What you're gonna go buy right now. So much fun. Anyway. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me get the giggles out, and I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Rolling Quartz with Re.Bold. This was a request from Charles B. And this was actually one of Charles's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October. for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Charles. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, I got a score. I want to be very clear that the score I have has absolutely nothing to do with the video. We're going to talk about the video. I don't normally talk about music videos, but we are going to talk about the music video a little bit towards the end. So, but the score I have for this, it is for the song and for the song alone. So please keep that in mind here. Much fun as we're going to have with the music video in a little bit. Trust me, we're going to have some fun with it, okay? But not right now. Right now, it's about the song and the song alone. So let's take care of business first, and then we can have our fun, all right? So for the song, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that song an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.1. What does that mean? Well, an 8.1 would translate to a great scale rating because overall, I think this was a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yeah, an A-. So there you go, an 8.1, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. The song itself, okay, I'm going to pre-frame this by saying, I know I gave this an 8.1. I have a very specific reason why I'm giving this an 8.1, okay? The song as a whole, I'm going to give an 8.1 to. But for the majority, for like 95 to 98% of the song, I would actually say it's really good. It is a super strong, really good though. Like I would give it like a 7.9 if not for this one thing. And we're going to talk about that one thing in a little bit. But it is one of the catchiest songs I think I've heard from Rolling Quartz. It is super catchy. Not the most impressive song I've heard from them. I've heard other songs from Rolling Quartz that I think were far more impressively written, but not with the groove and the feel and the hookiness that this song has. This song's got hooks for days. That chorus, super catchy. And one of the reasons why is that usage of halftime. About just at the halfway point, it'll switch for 4 measures. It switches for 4 measures to that halftime feel before it goes back into the straight time feel again for another 4 measures. So the entire chorus is 16 measures. I know that's not a lot of time, and I have come down on bands for switching between feel too quickly, too often. Well, here's the thing, and I know I'm not trying to defend it, okay, but I am going to tell you why there is a difference here. Number one, it's a repeated pattern. Every time they do the chorus, they do the same thing. Straight time for 8, half time for 4, straight time for 4. It's the same pattern every single time. So when it happens the first time, it feels a little, let's be honest, it does feel a little, jarring. It kind of rouse your teeth a little bit. But when it comes around for the second time through the chorus, well, we know what's going to happen. So when it does happen, not quite so jarring. It doesn't really turn me off in any way, shape, or form. When it gets to the third time through the chorus, guess what? Old hat now. Now I know it's going to happen again. And it does, predictably, right where it was the first or second time. So there's a pattern. And like I've always said, I don't have a problem with switching around time signatures or switching around with feel or switching around with key signatures if there is a pattern and a repeatable pattern that you can follow, you can identify, you can brace yourself for. So when it comes around again, it doesn't affect you in a negative way. That was definitely the case here. And even the first time, I gotta say, I think they're making it jarring on purpose. And the reason I'm saying that is this. Straight time for 8, right? When they switched to the halftime feel, that was a smooth transition. Okay, that didn't feel awkward at all. That didn't rattle you at all. They switched to the halftime feel very smoothly. Coming out of the halftime, back into the straight time, that was a little jarring. And I think it was jarring on purpose. I think what was played was designed to be jarring, to get your attention again. So you didn't, because when people go into a halftime feel, when bands switch to halftime feel, when a song switches to halftime feel, how easy is it to get on that couch and just let yourself sink into the cushions of that halftime feel and get super comfortable and get back of that laid back feel. It's very easy to do. So to snap you out of it, they made that transition from the halftime to the straight time as jarring as possible without being unpleasant. It was not unpleasant, but it was jarring enough to get you out of that comfort zone and back into the straight time groove again. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but that's pretty smart. That is very smart. Not allowing the listener to get too comfortable and fall asleep, you know? I think that's a smart move. It really is. I talked at length already about the guitar tone and the musicianship. I think everybody across the board did a really nice job of playing. Special shout out to the drummer coming up with some really nice fills, which we're going to talk about a little bit more in just a little bit. Vocally, like I said, on my first pause, you can hear the auto-tune. It's very present. It almost gives the vocals a little bit of a digital edge. Not the cleanest or smoothest auto-tuning I've ever heard, but it still sounded good. Overall, it's very pleasing to the ear, the notes that were selected. You can really hear the auto-tuning when there's harmonies done. It's very glaringly obvious, but it still sounded good across the board. It'd be interesting to hear them play the song in a live setting without the usage of auto-tune. It'd be really interesting to hear this in a very organic setting. This song has live play written all over it. I can see this song being played live at shows. Absolutely. It's got the right attitude, it's got the right direction, the right feel, and the right drive, and the right type of energy for a live performance. The whole reason I'm bumping this up to an 8.1, and I know for the haters, they're gonna come down on me and they're gonna cry foul, but quite frankly, I don't care. It's my channel, I can do what I want. I'm bumping this up from like the 7.9 range up to an 8.1 for this one particular reason. That guitar solo. There was that section where we got syncopated. Everybody, including the solo, lined up, and we followed the drummer. Ba-bam, bam, ba-dum, dum, ba-down. And everybody locked in. And this is the reason why I'm bumping it up. Even the guitar soloist, in her guitar solo, worked that rhythmic pattern into what she was playing during the solo. Most guitar players will just solo over it while everybody else plays syncopated, and they'll continue to just play their guitar solo without following the rhythmic pattern. They'll just keep playing whatever they feel and whatever they want. That's what most guitar players do. This guitarist worked that syncopated rhythmic pattern into her solo, and then as soon as it was over, she picked up right where she left off and continued on her merry way. Not easy to do. That is absolutely done by design. So they had to actually sit there and work it out and make it fit and come up with a way to get her to play that rhythmic pattern in her solo and incorporate it into her solo, make it a part of her solo. That was very cool. It was very cool. I would have been perfectly fine if she had just soloed over it. That's, like I said, that's what most guitar soloists would do anyway, but not her. She worked it in. I thought that was really slick. I thought it was very nice, and it was very poignant within the song to have that happen. It's a part that you just, I don't know about you guys, but if I don't remember anything else about this song, if this is the one and only thing that I'm going to remember, it's going to be that section, that one section. I dug it, man. It absolutely got my attention with its tightness and with its creativity. So yeah, man, I'm bumping it up for the 8.1 for that reason. Okay, as far as the music video goes, I understand this song. It's a non-album single. It was written in collaboration with the South Korean health supplement brand Re.Bold. Okay, I get that. I understand that. A lot of bands have done this in the past too, where they will write a song for the purpose of a cross-marketing promotion with another company, whatever that company might be. It might be a sporting event. It might be the Olympics. Yeah, that's happened a few times. With food products, movies, anytime a band writes a song for a movie, not just the movie company coming along and saying, hey, we'd like to license this song that you wrote 2 years ago or 20 years ago. No, a band will actually write a song for the purpose of a movie soundtrack to be included on there. It's the same concept. Okay, so I understand the purpose of the song. I understand the reason behind the song, and I'm not mad at that. I am curious though, what is Re.Bold? I'm serious. I mean, I kept watching the video because Charles even said, while the music video makes the partnership pretty clear, kicking off with a Rolling Quartz X Re.Bold title card. I got that part. And a couple of quick shots of some of the ladies using the products. What were the products? I saw cake. I saw those squeezy tube thingies you give to cats. I mean, or maybe like, Go-Gurt, like that god awful stuff. Oh God, I actually tried that stuff once. It was disgusting. I have absolutely no idea what Re.Bold is, and that's my problem with the music video. If the video itself, now maybe there's a separate video, maybe there's a second video that's actually a commercial that utilizes the song and shows and displays the product being used. Maybe by the ladies, maybe not, but maybe there's another video that really showcases the product. Because I'm going to be honest with you, folks, I don't see the product. I'm looking for the product. Was it the gum? I don't think so. The gum, I mean, I saw three of the ladies, towards the end of the video, they were chewing gum and they all took it out and stuck it on something. Maybe Re.Bold is the gum. Maybe that's it. But there was no clear depiction, at least that I could tell, of what Re.Bold is. But I will say this. I'm really curious. I'm really curious what Re.Bold is now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish up this video right here. I know I got, how many more videos do I have to do? I have to do 3 more videos. I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break, and I'm going to go search Re.Bold, and I'm going to go see what Re.Bold is. What is their product all about? What is this thing that's supposed to be being shown off? I want to know just for my own personal curiosity. So does that mean the commercial's effective? In a roundabout way, yes, because it's going to create buzz. What is Re.Bold? It created buzz in my mind. I don't know what Re.Bold is. I'm curious now. So in order to find out, I got to go look it up. I got to go to their website. That's how you drag in marketing. Isn't that effective marketing? Directing traffic to your website. Isn't that what marketing is all about and advertising is all about? Directing traffic to your site? You better believe it. Exactly what it is. That's exactly what effective marketing and advertising is. So I have no idea what Re.Bold is, but I'm gonna go find out because I'm curious. So is it effective? Yeah, it is. In a roundabout way, it absolutely is. I have no idea what the product is, but I'm gonna go find out. So there you go. But now to be clear, the music video had absolutely no impact on that 8.1 whatsoever. That 8.1 is for the song and the song alone. So keep that in mind. 8.1, I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.1, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.